everybody, ChunkyBoy12 here, and today I am going to be doing an update video on Rankup 10 or X. And so I know I said I wasn't going to be able to in my other video. I did a video on the park, and as you can see now I have actually beat it, which I said I wasn't sure I would be able to do, but I did. And now I am in the city here. And so I think I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour around the city and how it is. So for example, this is building 1, and it is like this, and it has a bunch of head hitters, and at the end it has a 5-block jump up there, and there's a bunch of double neos and a few double and 1/2 up neos. So yeah. So then after you beat that, you do this weird transition part with a bunch of glass panes. My record is right on that ledge. And then you go into building 2, which is, as you can see, it's a bunch of ladder jumps and water jumps, and it's giant building with all water jumps, and it looks really annoying, and I'm dreading getting to there. Then you go to building 3, which is it's not too bad. It's just some ladder jumps and some slime jumps with iron bar and neos in the middle. I don't even know what that is all about. But yeah. So then you do this giant slime jump over to building 4. And this is when it's gonna get a little hard to show you, because building 4, as you can see, is blocked off with barriers because there's a way to get back up when you fall. It's actually a checkpoint. So yeah. So that jump looks like it has some soul sand jumps and other random stuff. But then you go over and do a little transition to building 5, which I can't really go in, but it is has some other weird jumps, and up there you can see more jumps. Just a lot of jumps in general. Or I guess that is building, yeah, that's building 5 in there. So this is building 6, and I can't really see building 6 very well, but it looks like it has some fence jumps. And then building 7, which it's the only building that you literally can't see any of, so I don't actually know what is in store for building 7. But after you do building 7, you do a bunch of glass pane jumps over to here, which looks really bad, and over to building 8. And building 8 has some, looks like pane jumps and other stuff that I'm kind of dreading. And then there's this final room, which is building 9, and it has a bunch of glass panes and 4.5 jumps, and it's just like all around evil. So after you beat that, I believe you get teleported to over to here, the top, and then you do this thing so that you do a triple neo right there, and then you do a slime jump and a bunch of other jumps, and then there's a glass pane, and then there's these 2 giant towers that's all glass pane jumps, which is really annoying. And then there's a slime and some ladder, and then a weird cobble wall through cobble fence wall thing, and then there's a jump around the cobble wall to a ladder, and then there's 2 double neo, invisible floor double neos, and then there's the final 2 jumps. So yeah, it's pretty difficult. And I'm lucky that there are checkpoints around the course, because that would be annoying if there weren't, and I don't think I'd ever be able to do it. So I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of building 1. Even though I can't do it very well, I'll try my best. So there's just some head hitters at this part, and then there's a double. So I will do that double, and then I'll do some more head hitters. Uh-oh. You have to watch out. I fell in there once, and it's a hole, and you can't get out. So you don't want to get stuck in there. So as a precaution, Who is that over there? I don't know. As a precaution, you want to jump from the sides of the block so that you won't fall in if you miss that jump like I just did. There we go. Alright. So there we go. And another 3x1 up. There we go. And now a head jump 2 block diagonal, which wasn't an issue. And now another double. There we go. And now some ladder head jumps. So we do that and that and that and that. Alright. Now we're getting towards the end. You see the 5 block jump is right there. Now, here we get where things can get a little bit hairy. So we have this jump, which you can do without speed, but it's a lot easier with speed, and since you need speed for the next part anyway, I just use it back there because it's a lot easier. So now we have this jump, which is kind of annoying. And now we have the first half up double, which I'm going to attempt, and I made. Nice job myself. And now we have these jumps, just a quad, and now this head jump, 3x1 up, and it's like 3 over, and it gives me all kinds of issues. But not that time. I made it. I can't believe I made that. So now we have another one, and I'm going to give it my best shot, and I actually made it again. I don't even think I failed, or I failed one time in this whole video. So we go to there, and now this is a double neo, but it's a little bit more because there's a trapdoor, but that doesn't really matter. So I'm going to shift to the corner, even though you can't really tell, a little bit back, like maybe like that. And now I'm going to do my little trick to get around it, and I actually made it. Great. I can't believe I'm actually like about to beat building 1 the first try. Alright, so I have 19 seconds, but that probably won't be enough. I want to show you guys the strategy I used to make this 5 block jump. I'll tell you about it. The video is like halfway done. So there's 2 blocks of momentum here. So what I did to get very consistent at the 5 block jump here is as you can see, there's a 3 block jump as momentum, because you basically have to have momentum in order to make one of these. So basically, I've managed to do, since you have to jump right at the very, very edge in order to make a 5 block jump, if you watched my Rankup 9 video. So yeah, so here's what I do. I pull up my coordinates, and if you watch my X coordinate, it actually is at 4.424 to negative 261.424, now 4.429. What I want to get it is to a specific spot that I've tested there, 0.475. Now, if you look at the number in parentheses on the 4th row, now I'm going to make it as close to 90.0 as I can, which in this case is 90.1, so I'll keep that. Now, I I just move over, so now my X coordinate is 0.476. I take out my coordinates, I drink my speed, and unless I screw up the timing, I should make it. And I didn't even jump. So that was kind of a fail. So now that I failed, I have to do this annoying bookcase jump. That is really annoying. Emojis. Oh, got it. Okay. Okay. That's kind of annoying. I'm keep failing this stupid jump. Alright, there we go. Now, I wish I could make it to the roof and show you guys one run on the roof, but if I can't, then that's alright. The annoying thing is now I just used a speed potion, and now I can't really do this part very well with speed, but I don't want to waste it, so I might as well try it. You know what I mean? Like, I had to drink the speed potion for the 5 block jump. I can't do head hitters very well with speed. I don't have the timing down. But at least the doubles are easier with speed than without. Ugh, gosh. I'm always way too early because I get anxious, because I know that the timing is a little bit earlier than regular jumps without speed, because it just is, because with speed you move faster. Alright, there we go. With speed on doubles, I just start them from the back and run up, because they're really easy, especially because my speed ran out and then it screwed up my timing. The doubles are actually facing the Z coordinate, which makes it easier, and it's really hard to explain. But that's just how the way Minecraft works. Z face, whenever you have a jump a Neo or another jump where you jump around a wall that's facing Z, it's a lot easier to make than the ones that are facing X. And I don't know why that's the case, but it is the case. Ugh, my gosh. Now I'm screwing up all these head hitters. Oh. Alright. What is my running distance on? 5. Make it 2. Okay. I think I see people over in the park. There we go. Alright. Okay, I'm getting a lot of lag right now. I don't know why. Okay. There we go. Please don't fail this double. Alright, there. Now, sometimes you have to aim at a really good spot on these kinds of jumps. I usually keep my mouse frozen because as soon as I find one that find a spot to aim that makes one of the jumps, it'll make all of them, so I like to keep my mouse on the same spot. Oops, failed that, but that's not too bad because you can just go right back. Oh, that's bad. You don't want to walk off the jump like that because then you fall all the way. Alright. That'll be kind of depressing if I can't get to the roof, but now, see, now I just drank the speed, so now I have to do all of this section with speed, which is really annoying. Ugh, gosh, I was way too conservative on the double. Oh man. Okay. There we go. Come on. It's not... I don't like doing this jump with speed, but... Oh, great. Yeah, and that's why. But I'll try it anyway. At least, I think I have 30 seconds left in my speed potion, so... Alright, there. 18 seconds. So it looks like I'll have to try it one more time. Unless I fail. Nope, okay, let's go. Ugh, missed it again. I don't know, I can't do those jumps very well. I'm just not good enough. I'm not consistent enough. My speed's gonna run out any second, isn't it? Come on. Why is it still at 0? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Whoa. It was like frozen at 0 for a while. I don't know why that happened. I guess it was some lag. Alright. So... there we go. And... oh, gosh. That's like the 3rd time in a row I've done that. I don't know. I'm guessing I'm getting... dang it! I'm getting way too anxious. Alright, so it looks like I'm not going to be able to get to the roof. But when I'm here, I'm going to, unless if I fall and if I make it on this run, that's awesome. But the next time I fall, I'm going to pause the video, and I'm just gonna when I make the 5-block jump or I get to it. All right, so I'm gonna pause it now, and I'll get back to you guys when I get to the 5-block jump, so you can see me making it and getting to the roof. So I'll show you that part. All right, so. I'm back. It turns out that I can't actually do the part when I'm not recording because when my recording is paused for some reason, like, every time I go into the chat window, I can't move my mouse anymore until I, like, go back and move my mouse and then do it like that. So, unfortunately, that means that I can't really parkour and do any kind of hesitation jump when I'm not recording. So... unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get you guys a video on the roof yet. But I might publish something that's where I get to the roof later. But other than that, that is going to be all for this video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.